Right. It's time to dungeon crawl. What's up, everyone? It's Lokiorn here, and we are back in 2d6 Dungeon, preparing to dive into level 4, the Haunted Floor. Much like level 3, this is a place where the dungeon's dead are interned. Mostly dusty stone chambers littered with sarcophagi and plagued by the wandering dead, and those who dare to venture down here for treasure, including us. Rahfa, returning from the town and making his way down the stairs, disappointed that he didn't find that hidden vault in that, or that secret hatch in that chamber and that cache of gold, but still with plenty left to play for. Is ready to dive forward. Before we get started, thank you all for tuning in. And if you would like to get 2d6 Dungeon for yourself, to play, there is a link down in the description where you can access the Kickstarter and get access to the books. But enough of that. Let's dungeon crawl. Rafa will do what he has done several times before and make his way to the right. That is double threes, so we are doubling up here. So this is a 7x6 room, which is a large room. So getting our story started off right with a big old room. Oh no, not freehand. All right, so what is it? So he said 7x6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 2 exits. Okay, well, okay, I know where the exits are going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up to there. Pop an exit there. Pop an exit. And we'll pop the other exit over here. Technically, again, breaking the rules. You're not supposed to have an exit and entrance on the same wall. But for a big room like this, I don't know what else to do that will also let me have another room. And let me confirm that 7x6 is 42. Yeah, that's definitely bigger than the minimum. Yeah, 32 is the line here. So let's roll up our large room. Level 4 large room. We're starting to get into the part of the game that I've seen a lot less, obviously. So we're gonna see some stuff I've never seen before. So let's hit that. Okay. Level 4 large room, 32 squares or larger. And we entered the pilloried. Is that pillared or pilloried? Pillared. We enter the pillared hall. Sorry, I'm just doing some work on the back end here. A number of pillars run the length of this dusty space. There's a metal burner here that hasn't been lit for some time, but does contain wood. Good to know. Let's pop that down. And the reason this matters is we may need to come here and use it to set a campfire, and if that's the case, it's good to know it's here. The pillared room is not unique, and we do exit via archways, so there's not a lot else to say in this room. However, we do need to roll on the interruptions and complications table. So let's see what we get. 3x1. 3x1. You push through a screen of cobwebs and stumble across a basin full of murky water. It does not look safe to drink, but it could be used for potion bombs or cleaning of blood. Let's see if we can get a little icon for this. It's a little disconcerting. Bowl. See if we can get just a little marker so we don't forget. Basin of dirty water. So overall, a bit of a disappointing first room, but that's okay. Rafa will continue his journey. We'll check for the exit here. No exit. Continuing our long held stance of never finding the freaking exit. 5x1 with 2 exits. Ugh, it's not a It's not a very good room, is it? So if we go 5 by 1, it's just basically like a long, lengthy room. So we'd have one exit going up and one exit opening up over here. I think that would be weird. So we're actually going to flip that. We're going to flip that and make it 1 by 5 just so the dungeon fits together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll go like that, put an exit at the end, and we'll put one right there. And, oop. There we go. This long corridor opens up. And I guess we'll keep going down the side here since we're already making progress that way. 1 by 2 with a single... Oh, I'm sorry. There's a single exit. Oh, hang on a second. I'm derping a little bit here. Let's delete all this. 5 by 1 with a single exit. I misread that. I just read the 2. So 1, 2. So we just go like this, and we just have this awkward little room, which then opens up into a longer corridor. Very odd architectural style we got over here, but at least it's proceeding forward. 5 by 2 with 3 exits. Okay. This is a room we can work with here. So 5 by 2. We can't really place the third exit. There's not really a place to put it. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go with just 2 exits. Or it is 2 exits. Golly, it's been a while since I played. And let's encounter the room. 3 by 3. There's a box tucked to one side here. Inside are a collection of jars covered in cobwebs. They once... Oh, no, wait, sorry. Jeez, that is the... Come on, Loki. Get in the head. Get your head right. That was the interruptions table. I will get back into the swing of this. We enter Chain Alley. A series of long chains hang from the ceiling. You have to push through them to leave. A body hangs from one of the chains. You can loot it. If you do, roll BST1 -2. After that, roll on the complication. So first of all, the exits are random. So we will check the exits first of all. 4 by 1 is metal doors. Okay. Perhaps being a bit punished here. Metal door number 1, metal door number 2. Then I usually do a little doodle in the middle, just make sure I can see what I'm doing here. All right, so let's first of all check if the doors are locked, just while I'm thinking about it. 4. Does 4 mean locked doors for metal doors? 4 is metal doors are locked, so we enter into this creepy room. Chain Alley. We enter into this creepy room, Chain Alley, which is unique, so I actually need to redo this in green. So we know that it's unique. We see a body hanging from one of the chains. Checking the doors, we see these heavy metal doors that are locked. Well, Rahfa has yet to been really punished for searching bodies, so he will go ahead and search the bodies and roll a 9. Wow. That is quite a roll for a -2 roll. Rolled up in a cloth are some sticks of charcoal and a quill and feather, along with 4d6 plus 20 gold coins. Once again, some random guy in here is just loaded with money. Not that I'm complaining. So that is 33 gold coins, this heavy pouch. And we also have some sticks of charcoal and a quill feather, which is something we found before, so we're doing good there. However, this does ping a complication for us. So we'll go to IAUT 2, 4 by 4. What does that one do? The stone chamber feels colder than the others. You decide to move on quickly. Before you can escape, a spectral form emerges from the wall-mounted sarcophagus and drifts to you. You must face a ghost. Their fist twists with anger. If you roll, survive on SLT 2. Oh, okay. So as we're mucking with this body, something triggers our instincts, and we turn around just in time to see a ghost attack us. Well, I wouldn't be much of a dungeon master if I didn't have a ghost token. Let's get a ghost in here. And this is a new contestant for us, so let's meet the new contestant. Ghost. Ghost, 15 HP, worth 85 XP. That's quite good for us. All right, and I'm going to say ambushed by a ghost. Combat start. So we're going to say that I was ambushed, primarily because I was looting something, and then this ghost just kind of rocked up on me. So the ghost is going first, and it will swing. 3x1 with shift 2. Not enough to get anywhere. So its first blow goes wide, something triggering Rahfa's instincts to duck. And as he turns and pulls out his mace, the runes inscribed upon it, the blessing by the priests on the surface, burst into light. Because our weapon is blessed by the priests of the surface, and we are capable of hurting the undead. 1x4 does become 2x3, and before I go any further, I do want to acknowledge that I intend to use at least one throwing axe this floor. However, this one I got ambushed, so I'm gonna say that I don't, basically. Unfortunately, the ghost mitigates -2 on primary 2s and 3s, so we nick it for 3 damage, our mace crackling with energy as it slaps into the ghostly flesh. Round 2, the ghost continues to press. 6x1, again a miss, our armor warding it off. And we swing back. 4x4. Can't do anything with that. We miss. Round 3. The ghost swings again. 3x5 is an exact strike for spectral touch. It reaches out, and its ghostly hands find purchase, wounding us. However, we do have the metal bracers for an additional chunk of mitigation on 3s. Oops. So we manage to mitigate the damage, and our armor holds. We take nothing. We strike back. 4x6 is way off anything we can use. Round 4, shift +1. The ghost strikes again and primes attacks us. Oh no. And Rahfa takes a bolt of energy from the ghost and takes 3 damage as it strikes me. In exchange, we'll swing back. 6x4. With shift 3, that does become 5x2. And the ghost does not mitigate 5x2. We strike back for 5, realizing that this threat is real. Round 5, shift +2. The ghost swings again. 3x2. It has the shift to make spectral touch, and it fails to do anything as we strike again. 4x2 easily becomes 5x2. Another 3 damage. We're bringing it into range where it can be killed. Oh, this is round 6. Shift is +3, and it exact strikes us with spectral touch again and gets us this time another 3 damage. Rahfa taking some hits from this ghost. 2x1 does become 2x3. And 5 is enough. We strike the ghost down, its form incorporealizing. Whew. That was more intense than I was expecting it to be. That is 85 XP, so we are less than 20 XP from leveling up to level 4, which is a big deal. But that was some hits. Rahfa will take a moment, pausing to consider And we'll spend another one of our health paste just to pop us back up to 30. And then a moment more, Rahfa will think some more and then pop his potion of gain health and take us up to 45. With the ghost felled, Rahfa notices... let me double check. I'm pretty sure the room said, or the complication says, if we fight and win. Yep. Face the ghost, the face twist. If you roll on SLT, sarcophagus level 2. And we'll double check our quests real quick. Nope. It is a hatch we are looking for. We haven't found a hatch. We found a sarcophagus. Oh, geez. We roll on 2d6. We roll a 6. In the small box at the head of the sarcophagus are some Dancoma stems. We got some more Dancoma stems. Dancoma stems, 1x. We'll pop those into our pouch. And Rahfa will carry on. We do have a scroll of melt metal, but we don't have to deal with that locked door right now. So Rahfa will journey backwards to pop into this room and see where it goes. 6x4 with 3 exits. That actually works really nicely with what we've been doing here. Because we go 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go over to here. Do an exit there. An exit there. And there we go. 6x4 with 3 exits, effectively 4 exits. That room worked out real well. So let's encounter the room. 4x4. Ooh. 4x4, the cave-in. The ceiling has collapsed into this room, crushing a sarcophagus with slabs of stone. If there are any exits, they are completely blocked, as if there was a dead end. You find nothing here. All right. That's a new one on me. So there were at one point exits, but now those exits are completely blocked. And this is the cave-in, which is not a unique room. So we can see this again. Cave-in. All right. Rahfa looks up at the locked rooms. Let me put a little... Almost forgot to put my L's here, so that I don't forget they are both locked. And he says, well, there's only one other path to go, so we have to go down this way. 6x5 with no exits. Uh-oh. We are being forced to spend our other scroll of melt metal at this rate. 6x5 with no exits. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does fit. It does fit, you know, kind of well. Just block off these places so that I don't get confused by them. And there we go. And Rahfa will encounter this room as well. What an interesting dungeon we have here. 4x3. The blue area. There is a blue aura here that fills the room with a mystical light. A statue stands in the center. You can choose to touch the statue. Roll a d6. Well, so far, Rahfa has not yet been punished. Let's get a statue out. Sure, this'll do. So Rahfa has yet to be punished for touching things. So he'll reach out, cautiously touching the statue. 1. As we reach out to touch the statue, a ghost emerges and attacks. A second ghost. And as before, I think we get ambushed by a ghost. Again. Combat start, round 1. The ghost leaping out of the statue will immediately attempt to strike us. 3x6 does become spectral touch quite easily, and we mitigate it once more. Rahfa raises his mace. 5x2, he strikes back for 6. He's more ready this time to strike at the ghost. The ghost replies in kind. Oh, he can get to... Ooh, Cold Blast is actually worse than Spectral Touch. Spectral Touch, I think, is more damage, because we mitigate on 5s as well. We don't mitigate on... Well, we mitigate 1 on primary 5s. Yeah, so it's mathematically the same. So either way, the ghost nicks us for 2 out of our HP. Rahfa swings back and critically misses. Oh, Rahfa. Round 3, the ghost strikes again. We are just in it at this point. -1, -2. Another miss. The ghost's spectral hands unable to find purchase. And we don't do any damage in turn as we make 2x3 there. Round 4, shift +1. The ghost swings and easily makes spectral touch, dealing another point of damage. These ghosts are putting up a fight. Rahfa, in turn, will swing, and he exacts... Or is that exact strike? No, it's 2x3, isn't it? 2x3, yeah, so it's not an exact strike, so we'll actually go up to 5x1 just to avoid the ghost's mitigation as the ghost goes down to 6. Round 5. Shift +2. Oops. 6x3 has to become Cold Blast, which we mitigate. Does another single point of damage. The ghost is just slowly chipping away at us. We in turn reply. It has to be, unfortunately, has to be 2x3. But we do get him for another 4, putting the ghost in range of death. Round 6, the ghost swings again. Easily makes spectral touch. For another point. 5 HP we've lost to this ghost. What a jerk. Oh, and so close to greatness. We can make 5x2 out of that, which will bring this ghost down. However, as Rahfa slays this ghost, he feels a burst of motivation, of energy, as he proceeds to level up to level 4. So, not all lost. 1068. And level 4, if I remember right, is actually a pretty big deal for us. Because I believe level 4 is when we get shift 3. Nope, shift 2, we just get extra precision. There we go. It's level 5 that's the real big one. But level 4... Oh, level 4 actually has another big thing. We get to swap out a maneuver, but we get to go off of a new table. So let me bring that up on my side. It'll appear on your screen momentarily. But at level 4, we get to see the level 2 maneuvers. Now, when I first played, I didn't read the rules precisely, and you only get to swap out 1 maneuver per level. So we only get 1 new maneuver here. But we get to choose what we want to be here. So we could swap out either one of our maneuvers to get a much harder hitting maneuver. Let's see. Most of them are pretty... Oh, I'm looking at the I was looking at the sword. I gotta be looking at the I gotta be looking at the mace. What am I doing? Oh, heavy mace. Yes. Okay. So we have 5x2 and 2x3 right now. So we could do something like batter 3x2. We could go to something like blindside stroke 3x5, kind of invert it a little bit so that we have a high-low roll or a low-high roll are both good. Could also just go all low, go batter. The thing about batter is that secondary, that means either of our attacks is on secondary twos, and that can be a little bit suspect. We'd rather be attacking different numbers. So yeah, I think we pick up blindside stroke 3x5. 3x5. And it does d6 plus 4. Quite an improvement in damage as we take down that ghost and upgrade one of our attacks. All right, let's carry on. So unfortunately, we've got this cave in. We're blocked off, and there's no exits there. So we are effectively done. We have to head back up here to Chain Alley, where we are left with only one real choice. Well, one of two choices. We could just wait for a patrol to come through. We do have that option. But we could also just melt the lock, and we do get XP for casting a spell. So I think that's what we'll go ahead and do here. Let me just pull up the old table here. Magic Scroll, Table 1, Melt Metal. All right. So as before, we cast with our Discipline. And we're looking for doubles. Melt Metal is a pretty basic spell, so you don't have any downsides. So Rahfa pulls out the scroll. He focuses. We'll choose the door on our left here. And casts. Oh, easy. We do get 20 XP for successfully casting a spell, taking us up to 1088 XP. Do expend the spell, unfortunately. But we do melt this lock off the door, and we are free to pass through. So let's encounter the room as the metal hisses and pops on the floor. 4x1 with 2 exits, which is good. So we will draw that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, did I grab the wrong thing? I did. Pen line. There we go. So I think what we'll do, we'll just, knowing that cave-in is there, we'll do it like this. Presumably there's another door somewhere here that's caved in, but this way we at least get the opportunity to make another room. And then we add the extra little bit to make our shoot off, and we'll immediately check upwards here. 2d6 plus 1d6. 5x1 with 2 exits again. All right. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just opens up into that door. Well, I guess we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. So seeing that and seeing that this leads into the locked door, we'll just continue on here. 3x2 with 2 exits. Okay, well that definitely fits in here. So 3, 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, well, one of the exits is the door we've already built, so we just do that. And there we go. And because we rolled 3x2, this is a small room. Level 4 small rooms. We haven't had a small room yet, so let's see what we encounter here. 2x4 makes 6. A small shrine. Set into the wall as an ornate shrine to a god. Roll on GOT 1, which is a d6, and you can make an offering to gain 1 FP if relevant. So 5. This is a shrine to Navazator the Blind. I didn't check. This is probably unique. Is this unique? This is unique. So this will go in green. Shrine to. We'll do just the blind, so I don't have to try to spell out Navazator. But a shrine to the blind god of the underground. All right, and we'll check what does Navazator like. I think we have some stuff he likes. So what has he got for us? Where are you, buddy? Here we go. Sticks, cloth, hemp, rope, glass orbs, and sapphires. Let's see. We don't have any sapphires. Don't have any glass orbs. We do have a holy symbol to Navazator. That's right. Quests. I believe in Navazator. Plus 3 FP if we bring it to a shrine. So Rahfa hesitates for a moment, thinking, I know there was something I had. And then it connects. And he turns and he presents the icon, the holy symbol to the shrine, and feels this sudden awareness that an otherworldly being is perceiving him. As Navazator is up to 4 favor with us, so he is quite, he is fairly aware of us. We will put a little, we have to put a little used thing here so I don't forget. And it leads into an archway, so as the, as this symbol is turned in and we kind of have this quiet moment, we'll advance onwards. Ready to rumble. And that'll do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You all know the drill. Let that YouTube algorithm know I make content that you and people like you like to watch. That was a great first episode, getting the level up, getting kind of set up with what we want to be, but I can assure you it gets even more interesting after this, because the next room we roll is a spicy one. But till next time, see ya.